several times in each chapter, we see how helpless Krishna is. We find weakness lording over strength exactly because it is weak. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is an epic struggle, and Krishna is the struggler. It all tugs at your heartstrings. It's actually a song, as much of melancholy as of wisdom. And that's the reason I love the Gita.
At Arth Culture Fest, we will now explore karma. I think that's something that we all sometimes joke about, talk about, but that's what kind of seals our fate, our destiny. Karma. Well, everything that we know about karma is possibly not right. I mean, so we must know the right things, and we will be with two extremely well-known panelists coming up with us. We have Acharya Prashant, who will be accompanied with Rahul Ishwar, who will carry on the conversation. I like to introduce Acharya Prashant to you. Acharya Prashant is a powerful voice of socio-spiritual awakening in today's world. He's a distinguished Vedanta expert and has authored more than 80 books, including the national bestseller, Karma, Why Everything You Know About It Is Wrong. He's an alumnus of IIT Delhi, IIM Ahmedabad, and has also served as a former civil services officer. He's a supporter of pure Vedantic wisdom and a vocal warrior against superstition and inner weaknesses. He's also a promulgator of pure spiritual veganism and an expounder of essential human freedom. Well, to understand that we will be presenting more forums and, of course, live entertainment. I'll also like to point out that today was the second day of Arth, a Culture Fest, which is a Z initiative. We've actually explored different political dynamics of the country. We've initiated literary conversations. We've spoken about such important issues such as the spiritual renaissance of Bharat, the quest of which brings us to this festival. And it's fabulous that we are talking about karma at the moment. We have Acharya Prashant with us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Acharya Prashant on stage. Thank you. In conversation with Acharya Prashant will be Rahul Ishwar, who's an Indian philosophy author, activist and orator from the state of Kerala. He's the winner of Malayali House, a Malayalam version of the reality television show Big Boss. And let these two men tell us why everything we know is wrong about karma. Thank you so much.
That's so beautifully introduced. Thank you for that vibrant and energetic introduction. And two words that can really define Indian culture is karma and dharma. We know both words are very profound. It's very tough to translate these words into a different language because many a times the soul is lost in translation. We have a person who understands the nuance, who has a great background of education from IIT, IIM. He was a former civil service officer, a great proponent of Vedanta, pure Vedantic wisdom, a person who understands the original texts, interprets it according to the modern time and elucidates it to lakhs and millions of people who are hungry for Vedantic wisdom. It's a great privilege and honor to be with Acharya Prashant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rahul.
It's a blessing for me too. And my first question, karma is such a ubiquitous word. Everyone is using it. And the word karma is right now popular in the West too. Even if you see Hollywood movies, they use the word karma, maybe with some negative words too in between. What is karma?
You see, the entire Vedantic approach is to inquire into who I am. Koham. Who am I? Koham. Because unless I have self-knowledge, I know who am I, it's futile acting, believing, relating, doing whatever, even existing. But since it's very difficult to get into oneself and just know who one is, what one's real identity is, therefore we use a proxy to know oneself. That proxy is karma. The one we want to know is the karta, the doer. But because we cannot directly know the doer, so instead we use a proxy, a surrogate, to know the doer, his actions, his doing, his karma. That's the reason why karma is actually very important, though that's not the reason why today most people talk so much of karma.
And one question, even in the West, you can see this fascination for Indian culture, the word karma, and many people are thinking about there is a possibility of reincarnation, rebirth. Such ideas are getting rooted everywhere. It's a very difficult, nuanced, multi-layered topics. But generally speaking, for a common man like us, is there reincarnation and rebirth? Do we take multiple births?
Definitely there is reincarnation and rebirth. And reincarnation is such a beautiful and deep Vedantic concept. But reincarnation is not what most people take it to be. At the level of the person, there is no reincarnation. It is the tendency that forms the person that takes rebirth again and again. The person obviously will not come again. I will die and I will not be reborn. You too will die and you will not be reborn. But the aham vritti, the mother tendency that speaks through both of us, that seeks fulfillment through the physical existence of both of us, that will keep taking birth again and again, like the ocean keeps waving again and again. And waves come and waves go, but no particular individual wave takes birth again. Though waves keep coming one after the other, and all waves have something great in common. So that really is reincarnation, and I'm afraid it's very badly misunderstood.
And for a common man, millions of youngsters might be seeing this. How do you explain what Vedic wisdom is, what the Vedantic knowledge is, and what are the applications for them in their practical life? Even Vivekananda used to say practical Vedanta. So what is the importance of learning this Vedic wisdom?
To someone who is totally uninitiated, I would say Vedant means you're not what you take yourself to be. And it's of very little use to you to take yourself as what you do. What you think of yourself, what you consider yourself as, is not doing much good to you. So, first of all, get rid of, through the process of negation, neti neti, all the concepts, all the identities that you hold with respect to yourself. And then what emerges is something so powerful and so beautiful that will make life really worth living.
And perhaps the most common question of all, many good people who are doing good things don't get back good things in life. And many seemingly bad people get a lot of things in life. I am absolutely sure Acharya Prashant might have heard this question in the thousands of sessions you have delivered your sermon.
Very interesting to hear this once again anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So this will be the common question. Everyone saying that, what will happen to me? I'm doing good, but I'm not getting anything back.
If you're doing something really good, the reward is instantaneous. You need not wait for the reward. And if you are waiting for the reward, then the goodness is still very partial, incomplete. That's the beautiful thing about goodness. It is so instantaneous, so guaranteed, and so independent that it does not have to look towards the future or towards circumstances or towards any external party giving you a reward. You do the right thing and you have been rewarded. In fact, doing the right thing is a product of internal rightness. When you are internally right, it's then that you do the right thing. And then the right thing is its own reward. then you are not really, staring at the future with your arms stretched, almost like a beggar, asking for a reward and feeling disappointed. Well, I did the right thing, but life did not reward me the way it does other people equally. If you are doing something that's against your nature, and your nature is beauty, your nature is joy, your nature is freedom, if you are doing something against this, then that is a wrong action, and the punishment lies in the very doing. When you are doing this, at that moment, you are not being yourself. And that's a great suffocation. That's a great humiliation to oneself. So please, all the ones who want to lead an upright life, a life of courage, of power, of freedom, never be afraid or doubtful that if you live rightly, the consequences might not be favorable. I repeat, one great characteristic of the right life is that one becomes free of the botheration, the worry related to consequences. And that's a great unburdening, is it not? Yeah.